Hi, my name is James, and I'm the CEO of KREIM LLC and the administrative director for the KREIM program. These next few lessons are going to be about how we apply something called the science of creative intelligence to arrive at peak performance in our production and at our craft. So, what you're going to learn is this science of creative intelligence that you're going to be able to understand through an experiential process and through an intellectual process following these next series of lectures. And this is specifically going to be for the investment fund managers and social media marketers. And we're going to apply these concepts in creative intelligence to investment fund management and social media marketing. And that is essentially the KREIM program, so you can experience the KREIM life. What is the KREIM life? Well, the KREIM life is that, like, the cream of the crop, that absolute best life that you can imagine, right? And we like to say, if you can imagine it, you can do it. But you're gonna have to put in the work. So these next lessons are they're easy to go through. It's going to be simple theory, and we're just going to compare and contrast so that we're going to get an experiential process of this cream. We have this our focus is in the crypto niche, but since we're doing social media marketing as well, and we're talking about creative intelligence, it's also the creative energy invincible management, and or you could even say the creative energy intelligence management, and that is what goes into what makes an invincible manager. And we're gonna define what is the invincible manager in both crypto investment and social media marketing. Got it. All right. So I'm going to begin with this first lesson here, number one. That's going to be the experiencing the practical basis of the science of creative intelligence. So, how do you experience on the practical basis the science of creative energy intelligence management? Um, how do you become a crypto energy invincible manager? Well, the wholeness of this idea is that this science of creative intelligence, it offers direct experience with creative intelligence. So, uh, what is a way that you can have direct experience with source creative intelligence? We say that's through like a meditation practice, an experience of transcendence, right? So we say, practice transcendental meditation. People say, you can listen to trance music for a little bit. Some people listen to music. You can listen to meditation with a mantra. Some people have a technique that allows them to get to a higher state of consciousness. The transcendental consciousness calls the fourth state of consciousness. There's waking, sleeping, dreaming, and then there's that fourth state of consciousness, transcending, where you're transcending thought. And the practice is to dip into that transcendental thought twice daily. And that is the source of thought. You arrive at the source of thought. This is wholeness, unity, consciousness, creative intelligence is at this source. You could call this the singularity. This is what we talk about when quantum computers they get into the quantum computing. They're not a one or a zero. It's both, right? You're not thinking a thought, or you're having a thought, or it's both, right? Um, this quantum singularity zone that we're learning about through cryptocurrency and quantum computing, the human being nervous system is capable of doing this too, and we do this through transcendental meditation. And the practice is to do this twice daily, once in the morning, once in the evening, to dip into this area of creative intelligence that then, from this source of being, you're able to arrive at a peak performance throughout your daily life and become that Invincible Manager and make those wise decisions, those conscious decisions in your investment fund managing and your social media marketing. So there's a few main points we're going to go over in this first lesson here. Number one, the nature of life is to progress. It's to evolve. It's to grow toward a greater state of fulfillment, right? We all want something more, right? That's the natural state of life, is to want more and to let life evolve and grow, right? Number two, so there's a desire for more in life, and this is natural. This is natural, and the failure to fulfill our desires come from our inability to use our own full capacity of the mind. And we gain that full capacity of the mind through dipping into creative intelligence, through dipping into that source thought. So Number three, to use the full capacity of our mind and be more creative day by day, we must draw on the reservoir of creative intelligence located at the source of thought. And we do this through the transcendental meditation practice that allows us to have that experience. So there's this, so number four, there's this rest and activity, and these are the steps of progress. The experience of creative intelligence obtained through this twice daily practice in transcendental meditation provides deep rest, which is the basis of activity. So we see this also in investment fund management. We see that there's a period of rest, there's dips, right? And then there's periods of activity. And with consciousness and maybe dipping into source creative intelligence, like we dip into transcendental meditation for our spirit, maybe it's like also dipping into a source creative intelligence, like looking at charts or looking at data, looking at knowledge that gives you that intelligence to make those creative decisions. Same with social media. There's periods of rest and there's periods of activity. And we need those periods of rest so that we can gain that quality to be the best in our activity. So number five, there's scientific research has validated the benefits of the practice of transcendental meditation technique, right? So I'm not going to go into this, but there's loads and loads and loads of scientific research backing, validating transcendental meditation, or even being in this fourth state of consciousness, that a fourth state of consciousness exists, and there's other states of consciousness more, right? We'll talk about those later. The fifth state of consciousness, right, 5D and beyond, and how it's a wise decision now to employ these techniques to raise your consciousness to these levels. You can actually put on devices on your brain, right, and measure your brain frequency. And it's an app you can get on your phone. You can get this device on the internet. Google it, EMF devices, and they measure your brain wave frequencies, and you can see, like, look, what frequency is your brain at? Is that at alpha waves, delta waves? And what decisions are you making when your brain is at those frequencies, right? Are you stressed out? Are you panic selling? Are you writing something on social media that's going to get you in trouble, right? That's not going to frame you as a leader? Or are you in these states of stress or something? Or are you calm? Are you cool? Are you collected? Are you able to make wise decisions? So tons of science research on these things. You can check it out. tm.org is a website. If you don't know how to meditate, I recommend TM. I'm not affiliated with them or anything, but that's where I learned, and it's a great place to learn. So number 6, like all sciences, the science of creative intelligence, it has two aspects. There's the practical side, and then there's the theoretical side. So first, we gain experience of creative intelligence through the practice of transcendental meditation technique. And then we verify that experience through an intellectual understanding of creative intelligence. So that's why we get together in groups when we talk about things like this. So it's kind of like you have to experience it to know about it. You can't, people are telling you, oh, hey, there's this other state of consciousness that you can be in just practicing a simple technique. And when you're in this state of consciousness, it allows you to make better decisions. You can be more of a leader. You can be more outgoing. Maybe you can just be quicker. You have higher brain functioning, and all these health benefits and things. And it's just this simple practice. So experience first, and then it's like, what's the science behind it, too. And I want to compare these things because both of these things are going to make you a better investment fund manager if you're managing cryptocurrencies or doing trading, or and it's also going to make you a better social media marketer. And I want to talk about specifically what are some things that this lesson compares to investment fund management and social media marketing. Let me know in the comments. How are these things? It's like dipping in. It's like practicing transcendental meditation. That's like getting your intelligence, so you can make the best decisions. Looking at charts. It's like you want to get that intelligence. You look at charts twice a day, like you practice meditation twice a day. Maybe you look at social media twice a day. You post on social media twice a day. You're like dipping into that thing. So it's this progression, right? I'll talk about like our rules here: progression, steady growth, and remember that it's a story, right? We're telling a story, and I'm gonna keep vlogging here. I want to leave you with some words of power. Appetite, right? You need your appetite, your desire for hunger, right? This is what's going to drive you. We want more and more, right? So let's go out and get it. What's that appetite? What's that bliss, right? Appetite for bliss, happiness, basis, the foundation of source, and our capacities is our ability. Comprehensive, complete, all-inclusive consciousness, awareness, intelligence, creation, invention, formation, nature, demoralize, discourage. What are these things? We embrace this stuff, right? Desire, to wish, to want. Fatigue, tiredness, right? What's that? And then field, collective information about a subject. So those are some words of power for this first lesson. And I want to know what you think in the comments. Do you think practicing meditation, could that make you a better investment fund manager? Could that make you come alive more in social media? Let me know what you think. And if you're curious, you want to learn more about meditation, I recommend checking out tm.org. There's TM teachers everywhere. You could always learn, even if you're not sure, if you think you kind of know how to do it, but you want to be sure, it's good just to be sure. You want to know how to share it. And there's groups and stuff. You can meditate with people. I'm James T. I'm here, admin director of KREIM. Check out more about the KREIM program. This link probably in this description somewhere. It's going to show you about the KREIM program. Learn more about crypto trading, social media marketing, and how you can be an invincible manager. Peace.